Hi everyone, I'm Janey Brown and I have been a health and wellness professional for the last 10 years in Toronto, Ontario with fitness, yoga, and meditation.
And hi, I'm Sylvie. I've also been in the health and wellness field for the last 10 years, specifically with strength training, professional athletes, and now more specialized in nutrition.
Yay! Today we want to tell you about optimal health. It seems to be this buzzword and a little bit of a myth, to be honest. A lot of people come to us and they're like, what's the perfect magic potion for fitness? What's the best nutritional plan for the perfect body, for the perfect weight, or the perfect energy levels, whatever it may be? We're here to tell you that that doesn't really exist. There's a lot of investigation that needs to go on within a person to understand what works best for them based on their genetic makeup, based on their history of injury, based on the stress that impedes their life. So we're going to give you some examples of what it means to investigate and to sort of get the balance that you need in your life, or the optimal health, as it were, for your life.
So yeah, when it comes to your fitness regime, for example, I know I personally have tried a lot of different fitness programs, classes, and it really came down to what I enjoy and what works for me. So, having specific programs in areas, like I'm really into strength training. I was never really into doing cardio or running. That just wasn't my thing, and that's okay because you can find other ways to make that work for you. So for me specifically, I am not a runner. That doesn't work for me. I don't enjoy it. I don't see progress. I end up injured. So being aware of that was the first step in finding what works for me and what I can do. Another example is nutrition. So we are made up differently right down to the cellular level. We all need different foods along the line of healthy whole foods. But for example, quinoa, it's a superfood. You see it everywhere. Everyone loves it. It's a complete protein plus grain, and it's just everywhere now. Doesn't work for me. I am literally in pain when I eat it. So that's an example of something that just doesn't work for me. So I find different ways in what works for me nutritionally and gives me the most energy and vitality.
Yeah. And another example too in the yoga world would be, a lot of people think like yoga is so good for you, or you need to stretch, or whatever the reason is that yoga is good for you. But I would argue that the right type of yoga is good for you. Ashtanga or a power yoga or a yoga might be good for somebody that's trying to expend energy and build up strength in the foundation of their body and get more of that cardiovascular aspect. But somebody who has an anxiety disorder or is already impeded with too much stress in their life might need something like a yin class or even restorative. So again, it's really about investigating what works well for you and then keeping track and being aware of the progress that you're experiencing so that is this adding to my life or is it taking away from my life? That's huge. And we're going to talk about mindfulness in another video to come and what that means. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.